What if I told you? This tiny 50 Sentimo coin from 1984 carries a secret story that even most Filipinos don't know. A story of a hero whose words sparked a revolution, and a fish that saved a nation during its darkest days. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear will change the way you look at old coins forever. This is the 1984 Philippine 50 Sentimo. But behind its metal surface lies a story of resistance, survival, and hidden value. And trust me, the truth behind the front and back of this coin is far more dramatic than you think. So let's begin. The forgotten tale of a nation, carved into a 50-cent coin. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we reveal the hidden stories behind rare coins that you won't find anywhere else. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Who knows? Maybe this video is the one that makes you rich, because a single old coin has changed people's lives before, and it can happen to you too. So, let's not waste a second. Let's begin the journey. Let's start the video. In the humid summer of 1984, inside the bustling minting halls of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, a new coin was born, the 50 Sentimo. At first glance, it seemed like an ordinary piece of metal, light in weight and simple in design. But behind its creation lay a complex mix of national pride, economic struggle, and the government's attempt to modernize the Philippine currency during a very turbulent era. The early 1980s were not kind to the Philippines. The country was going through political tension, inflation, and a deep economic crisis. In such a challenging time, the central bank planned a new series of coins that would represent national identity, historical figures, and symbolic strength. Among these was the 50 Sentimo coin, small, modest, yet filled with meaning. This 1984 coin was part of the Flora and Fauna series, a set that replaced earlier coin designs and introduced new animals, politicians, and national symbols to everyday Filipinos. The idea behind this redesign was simple. Let every citizen hold a piece of national heritage in their hand. And so, the 50 Sentimo coin became more than currency. It became a tiny ambassador of culture. The front side, obverse, of the 1984 50 Sentimo coin features a proud portrait of Marcelo H. del Pilar, one of the most influential Filipino writers, journalists, and freedom fighters of the late 19th century. Del Pilar was known as the father of Philippine journalism, a man whose pen was sharper than a sword. He used words to ignite patriotism and inspire Filipinos to resist colonial oppression. Placing him on the coin was not a random decision. During the 1980s, the government wanted to highlight national heroes who symbolized the fight for justice at a time when the country was again seeking stability. Del Pilar's face on the coin reminded people that courage sometimes comes through ideas, not weapons. The inscription, Republika ng Pilipinas, curved proudly along the top, reminding every holder of their identity. Below the portrait appeared the year 1984, marking its entry into circulation. This design told a story of thought, resistance, and the power of the written word. The backside, reverse, of the 1984 50 Sentimo features an unexpected symbol, tilapia, a fish commonly found in Philippine waters and a major local food source. At first, people wondered, why put a simple fish on a national coin? But the meaning was deep. Tilapia represented survival, resilience, and the daily life of ordinary Filipinos. During the economic crisis of the 1980s, tilapia became a staple food for millions because it was affordable, nutritious, and could be raised even in small ponds. It became a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in hard times, life finds a way to move forward. The coin also displayed the denomination 50 centimos, bold and clear, along with the logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Together, the tilapia and the text express the spirit of Filipino endurance. The 1984 50 Sentimo was created to modernize the Philippine coin system, represent national culture through everyday currency, replace older designs that no longer match the nation's identity, support inflation-affected pricing structures. Circulated condition, $200 to $1,000. Uncirculated, $2,000 to $10,000. Rare mint state pieces, $12 million plus. The year 1984 was one of the most turbulent years in Philippine history. The country was struggling with inflation, political tension, and a financial meltdown that shook families across the nation. Bread, rice, fish, everything had become more expensive. Even the smallest coin mattered. This is why the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas pushed forward with a new series of coins. The idea was not just economic, it was psychological. A nation needed stability, identity, and a sense of pride. The 50 Sentimo coin was designed to become a symbol of stability during economic chaos, national identity during political confusion, strength during uncertainty. The minting engineers worked day and night. Machines heated metal until it glowed red like fire. Sheets of copper-nickel alloy were pressed into circular blanks. Every strike of the minting press engraved a piece of Philippine history onto the coin's surface. And finally, the 50 Sentimo was released into circulation. But to understand its true value, we must go deeper. Most coins carry faces, but not every face carries a revolution. Marcelo H. del Pilar was not placed on the 50 Sentimo just because he was a hero, but because he represented a fight for truth. His powerful writings attacked abuse, injustice, and colonial control. He believed that a nation frees itself through knowledge. By placing him on the front, the coin whispered a message. A nation built on truth will never fall. Every Filipino who held this coin, farmers, fishermen, shopkeepers, students, unknowingly carried a message of strength in their pockets. This was not just currency, it was a reminder. Why tilapia? Why would a nation choose a simple fish for the reverse side? The answer reveals one of the most emotional chapters of Philippine history. During the early 1980s crisis, tilapia became the food of survival. Rich or poor, families relied on it because it was cheap and easy to grow. It symbolized unity, hope, daily struggle, the strength of ordinary people. By placing tilapia on the coin, the government honored the resilience of its citizens. It said, "This nation survives because its people never give up." The 1984 50 Sentimo was minted in large numbers, but very few survive in good condition because it was used daily. Low denominations wear out quickly. Environmental conditions damaged many coins. Collectors today value sharp details, no scratches clear. Tilapia design, visible text, and year. Uncirculated pieces are becoming rare, and rarity always increases value. The 1984 50 Sentimo is not rare because of material. It is rare because of meaning. It holds a hero's spirit, a nation's struggle, a fish that saved millions, and the pride of people who survived. A small coin with a giant story.